around the 28,000 capacity, generating record receipts for the club of £120,000. A cold night, the promise of genuine cup tie action to warm us all up here. And nobody in hotter form right now than Everton's Graham Sharp. A hat-trick that saw off Sheffield Wednesday in the last round, a goal in the first tie against Middlesbrough on Saturday, 8 in his last 6 games. So another severe test for Gary Pallister, Middlesbrough's highly acclaimed 22-year-old central defender. And if Pallister and company do their work at one end, then Middlesbrough fans will be hoping that Paul Kerr will find another vital cup tie goal at the other. He scored the winner here against Sutton United in the 3rd round, the equaliser at Ayresome Park on Saturday. Well, Kerr takes his place in an unchanged Middlesbrough side. Everton also unchanged. Peter Reid needed a couple of stitches and a wound over his eye. It takes more than that, of course, to keep him out. And fullback Gary Stevens has recovered from a nasty bang on the back of the head. Our referee tonight is Karen Barrett of Coventry, his first visit to Ayresome Park. So Middlesbrough and Everton do battle again, with a glittering prize in prospect for the winners. Match in the next round against Liverpool. Middlesbrough 3rd in the 2nd division, Everton 4th in the 1st. Contested 6-yard area, waiting for Hamilton to take this short one. Hamilton putting it in again, and the header, and did it go over the line? Middlesbrough were claiming that that towering header went over the line from Mowbray, but it wasn't given. Oh, and a great save by Southall from Laws, a tremendous piece of goalkeeping, and Laws can only hold his head, knowing how close he was to a brilliant opening goal for Middlesbrough. A superlative piece of goalkeeping, though, by Neville Southall. It's Pallister who's injured. This is the first incident coming in. Pallister coming in there. He didn't get the header. It was Mowbray's header that they claimed was over the line, but I think the referee was right. It didn't quite cross the line, the whole of the ball. It's a fantastic shot there by Brian Laws, which was pushed away in the most brilliant style by Neville Southall. This time it's an Everton throw. Stevens playing it in towards Graham Sharp. A brilliant save by Pearce. Well, the goalkeepers at both ends showing what they're made of. From Gary Stevens, and he caught it superbly. But a splendid reflex save there from Stephen Pearce. 4 minutes to go. Dean Glover with the corner for Middlesbrough. Floated much deeper this time, and kicked off the line superbly by Snowden. Great header by Mowbray, but a really acrobatic piece of work on the line for Everton by Ian Snowden. As the half-time whistle goes, Southall brilliantly from Laws, and Pearce turning over a header from Sharp in superb style. The half-time score then here at Ayresome Park. It's Middlesbrough 0, Everton 0. Well, Everton get the second half underway, now attacking the goal to our right, and Middlesbrough have a substitution. They've got a young striker, in fact, Alan Kernigan, playing at the centre of the back. That's him just getting the ball back to Stephen Pearce in place of Gary Pallister. And resting up, Parkinson with the cross, and the header by Kerr pushed away. The flag stayed down, there was no offside. And once again, Southall comes to the rescue of Everton. Cross played in there, Kerr with a diving header, and Southall pushing it away. Snowden offers in a bit of space there. Now calls for a good cross. He's got it as well, and it's a good header there. And Dave Watson is up from the back to give Everton the lead. A good cross in by Harper. A great jump from Watson, who come up from the back beyond come through for Sharp. Played it in for Heath. And a save and a good one by Pearce, and maybe an important one. And maybe it's not over yet. But it's a corner for Middlesbrough in the last seconds of the game. Floated in, and it's gone in! And it's Mowbray! Right at the death! Middlesbrough have saved themselves with a flying header from their skipper, Tony Mowbray. Here comes the corner, and extra time beckons, and here comes Mowbray as well. 1-1. What a sight for Middlesbrough fans. And Everton denied in the dying seconds, in time added on, in the most dramatic way possible. Played nearly 2 minutes of injury time when Mowbray knocked that one in. What a finish. Stevens putting it in, and that's the whistle at the end of 90 minutes. When it looked that Everton could just soak up that last bit of punishment right at the end. But Tony Mowbray, 24-year-old skipper of Middlesbrough, thought otherwise. So extra time is underway. Middlesbrough take it up, attacking the goal to the left. 1-1 the score. Hamilton dragging it away from Middlesbrough. Slaven likewise. Hamilton's gone through the middle. He's gone all the way. No. Southall just got enough touch on it to prevent that one also going to the back of the net. And a great start to extra time then for Middlesbrough. Here's Glover. Played in again. Oh! Tipped away miraculously there by Southall from Ripley's flying header. Another absolute world-class save by Neville Southall. The space that the Middlesbrough player was given, and a share of the luck also going Everton's way with that ball bouncing on the crossbar and over. So another corner. Again Mowbray's there. That time Watson made sure the header didn't come in. Still Everton are back on their heels as Middlesbrough come in once more. And that time Kernigan almost got in there. Everton not happy with that one. But Kernigan, the substitute, has gone in and put Middlesbrough into the lead. There he was, with the header there, which seemed to be saved, and as he was lying on the ground, he put it into the net, wheeled away in triumph as Everton looked towards the referee to see if there was an infringement and handball. That's what Everton claim. Whether we see anything from there, no, that looked a good, clean pick from Kernigan. And Middlesbrough come from behind and in extra time are in the lead. Still plenty of time to go. And there's the end of the first period. And what a dramatic turnaround in this cup tie, with Middlesbrough now going into the final period of extra time, leading by 2 goals to 1, thanks to Alan Kernigan. Gary Stevens with it. Watson. Trevor Steven! Brilliant save by Pearce. For a moment there was a glimmer of hope for Everton when Trevor Steven caught that so sweetly. But Pearce, the goalkeeper, was down by his post to gather it well. And Middlesbrough on the edge of one of the greatest nights in their history. Certainly the greatest in their modern history. And what a splendid prize awaiting them. Liverpool in the next round. And Middlesbrough now are almost there. They're playing Just a matter of seconds left now between this and such jubilation at Ayresome Park. Heath going in there, Trevor Steven going in there! And Everton, I don't believe it, have saved themselves with the very last seconds of extra time. The header by Trevor Steven. I don't believe it. At the end of 90 minutes, Tony Mowbray did it. And right at the finish here now, Everton have done it. What an extraordinary cup tie this is. Steven makes his run. Might even have come off a defender as well. But you tell Trevor Steven that. The final whistle of one of the most dramatic, remarkable cup ties we've seen for a long time. The finish 2-2. Saved Middlesbrough. Who thought he'd put them into the next round against Liverpool. Only for Trevor Steven with that header right at the end to make it 2-2. A game that I think everybody here is going to remember for a long, long time to come. Final score then. Middlesbrough 2, Everton 2, and it all happens again next week at Ayresome Park.
You'd say it was far-fetched. I mean, them last minute and then those last minute extra time. They're quite interesting, aren't they? To say the least.
What was your feeling as you came towards 90 minutes? Did you think, well, were you already beginning to think about Liverpool and the next round?
Yeah, I thought we won it. I mean, I should know better, you know, play until the final whistle goes, but I thought we won it. I was a bit worried when they got the corner because they are dangerous from dead ball situation, and all credit to them, stuck it away.
And then they scored early in extra time.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a scramble, Alan Kernigan.
I think it was similar to, I think another corner and it come out and the boy got it on the right and knocked it back in again, scrambled and he stuck it away. They're very dangerous. They got the big boy Mowbray and a couple more who were dangerous off dead ball situations. We paid the penalty today.
I think, to be honest, I think we felt we had our day. I think it was one of those situations, throw everything forward. We were just punching everything forward from the halfway line in the end. I can't actually remember how it all happened, but I know Adrian Heath, I saw Adrian was going to knock it back over the top with his head, and I thought just run after it, and it came down to me, and I got up and I think I got my head to it. But,
no, that's the point, because I said I had a feeling that there might have been a defender's head in there as well somewhere.
I got a touch to it. I think possibly it might have went in off his head, but I think I'm definitely going to claim the goal.
Indeed. So now it's next Tuesday. Now what about that?
Well, it's back to Goodison, isn't it? The saga continues. I think we've played about, I don't know, what, 6 or 7 games in the FA Cup already. Should have won it by now. So we'll just take it as it comes, and this time we'll hopefully do the job there.
Bruce, it must be hard for you to know just where to pitch your emotions after a game like that, whether one of great relief that you saved it and then one of great disappointment that you didn't win it.
Well, I think at the end of the game, really, it's one of an emotional factor of disappointment of losing the game. I mean, it was the last kick of the match, as we saw, and the disappointment at that, the tremendous amount of effort that had taken place by both teams, and the fact we'd come from behind, managed to get ourselves in front, and enjoyed the evening, and looked at one stage that we might just make it, but obviously a great deal of disappointment getting so close.
Your skipper's goal, right, well, after 90 minutes, in fact, was such a crucial turning point, or so it seemed.
Well, you've seen him play this evening, and I made a statement last week, said if I was going to the moon, I'd want him sitting beside me. He's a magnificent man for such a young man, and his performance tonight is exceptional. And he's done that before for us. He did it last year in our promotion campaign in the 3rd division, and he's come along again this year and done it again this year, and he is an exceptional man.